Houston 2 is a super rare rarity light cruiser from the Eagle Union, and is part of the Cleveland class of light cruisers. She's only available from stage drops on stage 15-4, specifically drops only from defeating the boss. Houston 2 was launched from the Newport News Shipbuilding and Dry Dock Company on the 19th of June, 1943. Commissioned on the 20th of December, 1943, decommissioned on the 15th of December, 1947, stricken on the 1st of March, 1959, and sold for scrap on the 1st of June, 1961. Houston did the usual tasks an American light cruiser did in the Second World War. Here are her more interesting exploits. Was originally named Vicksburg when she was laid down in 1941. During the bombardments of Guam and Rota, she destroyed 10 Japanese planes, the airstrip they occupied, and a radar installation. During the Formosa air battle, she shot down a total of 7 planes between the 12th and 14th of October. She was later hit twice by torpedoes, one in the engine room and another on the 16th, which had hit directly above her rudder as she and Canberra were retreating for repairs. In her character art, drawn by Alchemaniac, Houston wears a white top that's connected to a black collar around her neck, blue dress with pockets and some red trim, blue and white elbow gloves that are connected to the dress, white thigh highs with black bands at the top, white rubber boots with red accent lines, 2 horns, and a large white coat with blue interior that has Houston on the left arm. Her rigging consists of 2 large armatures, both sides having a smaller double-barreled naval cannon near the center of the armature, while the outer wings have 2 triple-barreled naval cannons, large plates of armor, and front decks. All around Houston and the rigging are blue holographic interfaces, rings, and what look to be satellite dishes. In her voice lines, voiced by Aya Yokota, Houston often talks about how she's changed. At level 125 with max affinity and enhancements, Houston has 4,461 HP, 172 firepower, 385 AA, 196 reload, 113 evasion, light armor, 32 speed, 168 accuracy, 80 luck, 105 anti-sub, and consumes 11 oil. Houston has 2 skills and an AoA, with the skills focusing on buffing herself and others. Houston's first skill, Space City Strike, at level 10, buffs Houston's firepower and AA by plus 12%. Every 12 seconds, Houston fires a special barrage. For every 2 enemy planes shot down within the AA circle, all Eagle Union ships get plus 8% AA up to a max of 3 stacks, or plus 24% AA. Her second skill, Fortitude and Chaos, at level 10, once per battle, when Houston's HP falls below 15%, for 3 seconds, Houston recovers 2% of her max HP per second for a total of 6% max HP restored. But her speed is reduced by minus 60%. When the healing ends, plus 5% evasion and another 12% of Houston's max HP is healed. Her AoA looks like this, being procced every 10 times her main guns are fired. The shots fired by Houston appear to both travel in an arc above her, while a second stream homes in on an enemy, so just don't bother aiming, I guess. The recommended equipment for Houston 2 is the prototype quad 152mm MGM for the light cruiser gun with the highest DPS, the twin 100mm Type 98 Kai HAGM for the best general use auxiliary destroyer gun that's good for breaking shields, the twin 57mm L60 Bofors for the best general use AA gun, the repair toolkit for a buff to survivability and passive healing, the high perf steering gear for a buff to evasion and the chance to dodge all attacks, and the crossbow for a buff to AA, firepower, and a reduction in damage taken from planes. Houston 2 is overall your standard fare when it comes to light cruisers, mainly focusing on buffing her own AA so that she can shoot down more planes, with the added benefits of buffing her teammates and healing herself, as her S1 buffs herself and buffs the AA of other Eagle Union ships in the same fleet as Houston 2 for every 2 planes shot down. Her S2 purely focuses on her, healing her for roughly 18% of her max HP over 3 to 4 seconds, as well as buffing her evasion. But the AA buff only affects Eagle Union ships, and by the time you reach 15-4 to grind for Houston 2, you'll be likely using a mostly mixed fleet instead of a solo faction fleet. And while on that topic, Houston 2 is only available from drops on one of the most difficult stages in the campaign, the literal current final level, and only from the boss. Moving on to her S2, the healing only comes in when she's at 15% max HP or lower, with her speed being reduced by over half while she's healing for about 3 seconds. Overall, Houston 2 can be a decent little ship to have in your fleet, but you really need other Eagle Union ships to make the most of what she provides, like San Diego Retrofit or Reno for the AA. Medium to maybe medium high priority to build. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter for updates, and please check out my other Arknights and Girls Frontline videos as well.